Today we'll be looking at who had the best regular season in Major League Soccer since the first official game back in 1996. If you've been following MLS for a few years like me, then some candidates may come to mind. Vela, Mukhtar, Martinez, and Ibra are just some of them, and you're not too far off. Whether you've been watching since 1996 or only recently started watching because of some small transfers.
Lionel Messi around Zimmerman. Messi!
I hope this video gives you a better appreciation for some of the best seasons we've seen in MLS's relatively short history. So what makes a good season for an attacking player? Goals and assists. We can overcomplicate this question with efficiency stats, ratios, percentages, and while all of these stats do matter, and we will include them in our results, what we really remember are your players' goal contributions. For some perspective, imagine you're playing with your favorite club and you score a goal every other game. Whether that's 19 goals in 38 games or 17 goals in 34 games, you just had a great season and you, your fans, and your team are happy with your performance. Before we continue, to help give more context to the stats we'll be covering, I collected data on the top 5 leagues dating back to the 1992-1993 season. This should give us a better understanding of how the seasons we look at compared to the best seasons we've seen in the top 5 leagues. Here's a bit of information on the data we'll reference throughout the video. 1. The data includes regular seasons with 34, 38, and 42 games, dating back from 1992 to the 1993 season up and through the 2022 and 2023 season. 2. I include the top 10 goal contributors for each season for a total of 310 individual seasons. 3. Data on assists is missing from 1992 through 1998 for all leagues except the Premier League, since it was not a stat that was commonly tracked at that time. For example, we're missing Ronaldo's 96 season with 41 goal contributions. However, I will still include these seasons that we know of in my results. On average, players on this list scored 23 goals and had 31 goal contributions. MLS first switched to a 34-game schedule in 2011, and while a few seasons before them were great, the quality of MLS has improved dramatically in the past decade. We've seen great players like David Villa, Rooney, Bale, Ibrahimovic, Thierry Henry, and Messi join MLS since 2010. And while they have all joined in the late stages of their careers, they still gave and are giving their all to compete. Let's look at some honorable mentions. In 1996, Roy Lassiter set the goal record for most goals in a regular season and was eventually joined by Chris Wondolowski in 2012 and Sebastian Giovinco in 2015, both of which were the league MVP for their respective seasons. This record would not be broken until 2018 by Joseph Martinez, which we will talk about in this video. Carlos Valderrama set the assist record in 2000, and it still stands to this day. According to the data, if a player has 30-plus goal contributions in a regular season, their season ranks in the top 150. 35-plus gets him in the top 70, and 40-plus gets him in the top 30 seasons we've seen from the top 5 leagues since 1992. Out of the seasons on screen, I'd give the top spot to Giovinco in 2015. I plan to make a video on Giovinco and his impact on MLS soon. Taking the number 3 spot is Joseph Martinez. During his 2018 season with Atlanta United, Martinez scored a record-breaking 31 goals and had 5 assists for 36 goal contributions in 34 games. This earned him the league MVP award and the Golden Boot. He had 1.06 goal contributions per game, and that helped him lead Atlanta United to a championship. Looking at data on players who played 34 games or less, if we consider equal goal contributions as ties, then Martinez gets a 5-way tie with Marcelo Gonçalves in 2003, Klose in 2005, Timo Werner in 2019, and Cristiano Ronaldo in 2019. Martinez finished the season with 4 braces and 3 hat tricks, which are being shown on screen. A disclaimer on 2 of the hat tricks: one was versus a 10-man Vancouver and another versus a 9-man Philadelphia Union, with 3 out of 6 goals being penalties. Most fans will put some asterisks on these 2 hat tricks, which in my opinion is justified. Martinez's best stretch of games started in June 6, 2018 and ended on August 24, 2018, where he had 21 goal contributions in just 13 games.
Numbers, Joseph Martinez wants it. Joseph! Goal, 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 goal. Yes! Hat trick for this man!
The runner-up to the best regular season is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. In his 2019 season with the LA Galaxy, Zlatan scored 30 goals, including 6 braces and 2 hat-tricks, and assisted his teammates 7 times. Look at his hat-trick versus LAFC.
Ibrahimovic! What a tackle that was from Antuna. Ibrahimovic on the left, hat-trick for the man with all the tricks!
If you didn't catch it, that's because we are not expecting it. It's a perfect hat-trick. A feat so rare and difficult that even Cristiano Ronaldo, the top goal scorer of all time who has 9 perfect hat-tricks, only has 4 that didn't include a penalty. Ibra's 37 goal contributions accounted for 36% of his entire team's goals and assists. What makes this even more impressive is that he did all of this in only 29 games. That's 1.28 goals and assists per match. But this should come as no surprise. During his time at PSG, Ibra had 37 goal contributions in 2012 and 2013, and had 51 in 2015. In fact, out of all players who played 34 games or less, Ibra places second only to Messi's 57 goal contributions in 32 games with Barcelona in the 2012-2013 season. What makes his 2019 season even more insane is that he did all of this at 37 years old, making him the oldest player to appear on a list of 310 players by 2 years. All this comfortably places Ibra in the number 2 spot. Villa's 2019 regular season is the best season we've ever seen. Villa played 31 games and scored 34 goals, including 5 braces and 2 hat-tricks. In one of his games, he even had 4 goal contributions. Add his 10 assists, and he accumulated 44 goal contributions, or 1.42 goal contributions per game. He also broke the goal record for a regular season in MLS, which earned him the Golden Boot and the MVP award. Villa's composure, creativity, and finishing made him a nightmare for defenders and keepers. While I'm not including knockout rounds or playoffs in this video, I do have to mention that Villa's LAFC beat Ibra's LA Galaxy in the conference semifinals in 2019. Take a look at these stats. On the left, we have Villa's 2019 stats, and on the right, a mystery player in 2019 as well. 31 matches played versus 33, 44 goal contributions versus 46, 1.42 goals and assists per match versus 1.40, 31% of the entire team's contributions versus 31.5%, and it goes on and on. These stats are really similar. The other player? Well, it's Messi. Now, I'm not saying Vela comes close to Messi's greatness. If you were to include Vela's 2 playoff games, he would have 47 goals and assists with just as many minutes played as Messi. While this is Vela's best season ever, Messi has averaged just under 42 goal contributions in 32 games for 17 seasons dating back to 2006. I could talk for hours about Messi's amazing stats while playing in a more competitive league, but that's a topic for another video. In conclusion, the Mexican striker, aka El Bombardero, currently holds the title of Best Individual Regular Season in MLS.
Made for Vela! A hat trick! And there is the new record! 34 goals this season!
Will Vela's record ever be broken? To get my answer, I analyzed the data from the top 5 leagues. The short answer is it won't be easy, but records are made to be broken. The only players to have more goal contributions in 34 games or less are Robert Lewandowski, Ibrahimovic, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Messi. We just saw what Messi did in the Leagues Cup, so if there's anyone that can break Vela's record, it's him. But it could also be broken by younger talent, the likes of Mukhtar, Boanga, Luciano Acosta, Driussi, etc. Maybe that player isn't even born yet, and we could see the number of games played per season increase with the addition of new clubs. For the time being, in my opinion, and with the help of stats, Vela has the best regular season in MLS. And as a Mexican-American fan of MLS that lives in Southern California, Villa has become one of my favorite players, and his 2019 season has earned a place in the history of MLS.